Morning lads and lasses. I've decided to knock up some fire starting kits for I'm going to sell them down at Bellissima, all to go towards proceeds really. Actually a little bit of fundraising, so they are what they are. Primarily designed for people that are going down there on the corporate overnighters, the back with basics, stuff like that. So some of this stuff on some of this stuff in the kit, you true bush crafters will cringe at, should I say. But at the end of the day, it's kit there that when needs must, you know, it's there and it'll get a fire going for you. So I'll start top to bottom, left to right, and I'll run through them. Right, first of all, we've got a nice little blue disposable Bic lighter. What else can I say? Does what it says on the tin really. Lights the fire. It'll do you when you need it. Next to that, army issue matches. Still in the sealed little poly bag with a striker. Another ideal thing. Enough there to get half a dozen fires going if used with the other bits of tinder, natural tinder and man-made fire starters that I've got in this kit. Next to that, we've got some shredded thin strips of inner tube. Again, fantastic fire lighter starter. A bit smelly, but you know, when needs must, you know, it'll get some damp stuff going. Next to that, the yellow round waxed cotton pad disc, which I've made. They're quite good. They're flexible as well, so they don't snap, which I've found a lot of them do. So you can actually physically tear it apart, and that allows the woolen fibres, the wool fibres inside to catch a spark off a rod or anything else. Next to that, I've got a half a tea light there. Again, it's got the wick in it, so if you don't use it as a fire lighter, it's a little mozzie deterrent as well, because it's one of those citronella candles, I believe. Next to that, I've found these at B&M's, £1.99 for a bag of them. It's waxed wool, I think that's what they call it. Again, that'll take a spark. Fantastic little bit of kit that is. Again, it'll get your fire going. Right now we're down onto the bottom line, which is your natural fire starters. I've got an 1.5 inch piece of 8mm jute rope, thick string, whatever you want to call it. That can all be shredded out, fluffed up, made into a nice little nest. And that will take that along with the other ingredients will take a spark. Next to that, which is a thing that I found out a few years ago, the old Brasso wadding. Again, fantastic little fire starter. Packs down dead small. Put it in a little poly bag if you can. Just keeps it more viable than if you let it dry out. Tumble dryer fluff, which is next. The nice grey stuff. If you've got a tumble dryer, just hoik it out of the filter, put it in a bag, and it's always there. That'll take a spark, as I said. Next to that, King Alfred's cake, cramp balls, fantastic fungus that will take not only will it take a spark, it will just sit there and glow for as long as you want, really. As long as there's material in the fungus there, it will just keep glowing. I believe they used to just put them in their pockets and ride off to the next camp, and that was it. Next to that, I've got some char cloth. I've made this a bit thicker, this char cloth. I've made it out of denim. So there's that's quite a substantial char cloth. That won't break down and turn into dust like the others, but again, it will take a spark. Next to that, I've got some charred punk wood. Again, I just put some huge pieces of that in a big tin, charred it all off, shrunk down to about or a quarter of the size, I think. Want some moisture drawn out. Then we've got the good old birch bark. You can't go wrong with that, really. Scrape it out the back, you get your dust, and it's ideal. Another one of the old timers, really, when it comes to starting a fire. Then on the bottom row, I've got me some shavings of fat wood. Great little addition to a fire kit. I was thinking about maybe, instead of having the shavings, maybe to get a piece of fat wood squared off, well, you know, sort of like 4 inches long, drill a hole in it, put a lanyard on it, and have that part as part of say a ferro rod, steel, and fat wood stick all in one. And then you've got your tin, upcycled tobacco tin, with an elastic band, just to keep the top firmly on there. But again, that elastic band, like the inner tube, will act as a nice little fire lighter. So that's my little fire lighter kit, guys. I'm looking at doing that, getting the Bellissima logo on the tin, getting one of the lads to maybe respray all the tins up so the just one colour, and I'm looking at knocking those out for Bellissima next year, along with a resupply bag, which will just have bits and pieces of all the stuff that's in there, really, so that so once I've used it, they can resupply the tin, and it will last them as long. So that's my video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then put us a like up on the channel, and hit that notification bell, and and that'll give you plenty of notification when the next videos are on. So here we go. It's Rigwelter 1698 saying thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, like it, share it, thumbs up, whatever. Leave comments, because I'm new to this business, and the old saying, every day's a school day. So the more I learn about this, the better. Right, thanks, guys. Speak to you all soon. Take care, be good, look after yourself in the woods, and be safe. Bye now.